Hello again. We just walked through a self-assessment procedure to help Sonia evaluate her presentation skills. As you can see, in a competitive selection situation, there is not much sense in evaluating someone's competencies in very broad terms. The secret to getting higher selection scores is in being very specific and to the point. In most cases, employers in our case, Demode, want the successful applicant to be able to solve their particular problems right on the spot. So, the more specific you are in your preparation and your job presentation, the higher the score you can get. Let's think about what Sonia may have learned from working on her first self-assessment. Hopefully she learned that she needed to research the company and the profession to formulate and address realistic, critical tasks. This is supposed to help her not only in this particular job selection, but to serve her well in the rest of her career. We also think that Sonia has learned some self-coaching skills and should be able to apply the same approach to self-assessing other required skills. For example, delivering PowerPoint presentations. So, how would you instruct Sonia? We think that you may recommend that she formulate a critical task that can be used for self-assessment and then repeat all steps that we took in the previous presentation. Namely, she will have to conduct some research and come up with a checklist customized for Demode, then transform it into a meaningful rubric, identify and pinpoint exemplary performances, calibrate her scale, validate the rubric by using it for self-assessment of other people's work, collect samples of her own performance, and evaluate it. What's next? If you're not going to coach Sonia during that exercise, she'll have to figure out who to talk to and how to make sure that her results and grades are valid. It looks like the only way for her to validate her results is to ask other people to help her. This is why collecting feedback and conducting peer assessments is critically important in the business of self-assessment. Then, Sonia will have to make sense of the results of her self-assessment and prepare for the interview. She'll be fine, don't you think? What about you? Can you self-assess your capabilities to deliver a high-quality, stylish presentation? As this is a mass enrollment on-demand course, we cannot follow up and discuss with you individually the results of this exercise if you chose to work on it. In Course 4, we'll provide an environment where you can work on exercises like this to receive feedback from other students, your peers. If you do the exercise, please think about the outcomes. For example, what should you put in your T-portfolio? What should you collect in your E-portfolio, and how can that sample help you to shine? In the forum below this video, we recommend some questions for discussion. What have you learned? What do you feel you still need to know about? Assessment, self-assessment, assessment and self-assessment tools, the use of tools, the interpretation of results? How can you use the method described in the course for your own self-development?